And as the moon moves into Libra on the 22nd, full moon eclipse. Lunar eclipses are visible if the moon is visible anywhere on the planet. But that means that if you get up at 4 in the morning here in Seattle on March 23rd, and God or the goddess has deemed it a miracle day and made no clouds in the sky, then you should be able to see this eclipse, because the sun will not have risen yet and the moon will be above the horizon. So this lunar eclipse or full moon eclipse on the 23rd becomes the second of this pair. And I must say that this eclipse in some ways is not as strong as the solar eclipse on the 8th, on the 8th, because the solar eclipse on the 8th is exactly lined up with Jupiter and is very close to Chiron. This eclipse, though, does have Mercury in the picture, because Mercury is very close to the Sun. So we see that this eclipse, Mercury is coming across the Sun that day. Mercury tied up with this eclipse would lead us to believe that communication is a big deal here. Now again, if we're looking in our individual lives, this is about communication in relationships. This is about communication with clients. This is about emails. This is about things that kind of come through that you may not have been planning on. And often, because the moon is about memory and about the past, often full moon eclipses or lunar eclipses often involve letting go of something in the past, which is a little bit different than the solar eclipses. Now, what this suggests to me, that if we're looking at the political process, we may find that some communication comes to light that changes people's perceptions or ideas or minds, may be tied back to both these eclipses. I think the presidential landscape will change in March, and yet I don't have any idea how that might be, but it'll be interesting to next month come back and talk about it and go, nothing changed, you're an idiot, Rick. Or, wow, this stuff really works. We'll see.